It has been some 8 years since I had a whole bottle of Aberlour here uh, in the Quigdom, and it was a Abunad, and it's been almost 2 years since I had a sample of Aberlour Abunad Alba. I have never had this one though. This one I picked up at the Premium Spirit release, not Premium Spirit, sorry, the Summer Spirit release a couple of weeks ago here in Victoria at the BC Liquor Store. It's 16 years old, and the price is $109.99 plus give or take $20. So $129.99. That's not bad for 16-year-old. Not bad at all. So the price was right, and it was part of the summer release. So who knows if I will be able to get this at any other time except for the summer release. It might be quite a special item that they brought in. There, now I got the top off. And here's the bottle of Aberlour 16-year-old. You can tell right away, a lot of sherry. Is it non-chill filtered? Is it not colored? What does it say? Does it say anything on here? Okay, Speyside single malt Scotch, double cask matured, sherry oak casks, American oak cask. Okay, so American oak and sherry oak. After 16 years, our craftsmen carefully pair the whiskeys together to create a smooth, full flavor with just the right balance of fruitiness and oakiness. AB 16123. Okay. 40% alcohol by volume. It's probably chill filtered and most likely colored because it doesn't say it's not. What does it say on the back? Government warning and responsibility.org must be 21 plus to purchase. This is from the United States, or it was imported to the United States and labeled there, I guess, because it's got a 5 cent Maine and Vermont, 5 cents in Iowa, Maine and Vermont 15-cent bottle deposit. Here it's 10-cent bottle deposit in British Columbia. So this came to us through the States. That's where BC Liquor got it. Now, so it must be 750 mils. Probably is. Yeah, 750 mils. So now you know all about it. See if I can get this open. Is there a pull tab? Oh no, it's a single piece of work. Okay. See if I can get the knife through here and remove the foil. Come on, you. There's no pull tab on it. Or at least I didn't find one. Usually if there's a pull tab, it's quite prominent. I guess they want us to have it like this. Get rid of all that foil. Oh, not too tight, but it's a real cork. That should be a nice light start to my night at 40% alcohol by volume. Once again, here is the look of the bottle. Okay. Oh, right away I'm getting hints of dark fruit. I'm also getting some of that ex-bourbon barrel sweetness. Not too sweet. I'm going to let it open up a little bit while I read what's back here. Okay. Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey. Aberlour whiskey was born in the Speyside village of Aberlour, made with local spring water from the Ben Rinus and barley, now locally sourced from the fields near our distillery. Let the casks have depth. We mature the single malt in 2 different casks, American oak and Spanish sherry. Their rich flavors infuse our whiskey over time. Let the time pass. After 16 years, our craftsmen bring the spirits in both casks together. This is an art, not a science, to get just the right balance of depth and flavor. Let the deed show. As our founder James Fleming knew back in 1879, the truth is always in the tasting. The look is rich golden amber. The aroma, okay. All right. Definitely got some floral notes here. And also can detect some dark fruits, like I said. Bit of a marzipan note too. Smells nice, but it smells light. I would like to have more of an assault on the nose. But what do you expect at 40%? This would be great at 46. But as it is, it's a starter whiskey, and if it was 46%, it would probably cost closer to $200 rather than the 130 or so, including taxes around here. But the age is right. I mean, 15 is just about the benchmark. 15-year-old Scotch single malt is pretty much the benchmark for me. After that, if it's older than that, it gets too expensive and too mellow. And younger than that, yes, it's feisty and young, but it lacks maturity. It can be kind of hot and rough. But at 15 years, it's just about right. That's kind of the Goldilocks zone between 12 and 18 years. And for me, anyway, this is a personal opinion. If it's more than 18 years old, forget it because of price. And usually it's mellowed out too much. Been too much mellowed out. A little bit spicy. But at 40%, you really got to dig to get that. Let's try the taste. As can be expected, there are no legs. There are drops. Okay. Oh, interesting. To me, on the flavor, it's a bit yeasty, like a red wine. I was not expecting that. I'm going to have a second sip. Okay. I get the dark fruits again. It's a bit yeasty like a red wine. Tastes like a red wine, almost. And then there's some caramel and sweetness. Not so much vanilla, as I believe that the sherry cask influence is covering over much of what you get from the bourbon barrel. But it's still there. I still get some of that. It's a little bit sour. It's a sour thing I get from ex-bourbon. And more alcohol would carry the flavor more. This goes down easy, very easy. It's quite light. There's nothing harsh at all about it. Yeah, a little sour. And once again, there's a bit of marzipan hiding underneath that sherry. Now, the sweetness could also be coming from the sherry rather than the bourbon barrel. The sweetness could be it doesn't say if it's Oloroso or Pedro Jimenez or what kind of sherry it is, but it could be some Pedro Jimenez in there. It could be a mixture of Pedro Jimenez and Oloroso. It does not say. It just says Spanish sherry. So what's the intended audience here? The intended audience is probably not the connoisseur. The intended audience is maybe the beginner, someone who is starting out with their whiskey journey and will not like peat, will like the sweetness, will like the sherry. I think this is meant for beginners. And the age statement, yes, it's a relatively high age statement for beginners, but then it's 40%, and the price isn't too bad. You know, somebody who's just a whiskey novice will maybe pick this up and go, oh, 16 years, $110. This must be good. And then they try it. They bring it home and try it, and it's not harsh. It goes down easy. They don't care if it's colored or chill filtered. Generally tastes good. Doesn't offend anyone. Yes, this is a very good beginner whiskey. For me, it's the beginning of a flight. It is the first whiskey of the night. And for a whiskey novice or whiskey beginner, this would be a nice place to start to learn to appreciate whiskey. So, Slancheva.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.